As I was reading through 1 Samuel yesterday morning, I noticed that King David, or the king-to-be, was frowned upon or looked down on due to his young age. For example, when the prophet Samuel came to Jesse's house in Bethlehem to pick the next king from his 8 sons, Jesse, that is David's father, didn't even consider his youngest son, David. So the prophet Samuel comes and he says, God's choosing the king, and he thought it was Eliab, the oldest one. And of course, Jesse thought maybe it was going to be one of the older sons. And Samuel sticks around and says, we're not leaving this place until we see your youngest boy. There's got to be one more around here. And so Jesse thought there was no way God was going to choose David, the youngest one. So he just kind of kept him out in the field with the sheep. Then in the battle lines, as Goliath taunted the army of Israel, David's oldest brother Eliab gave him a hard time because of his youth. So David comes in, he starts speaking as one who's valiant and courageous, and Eliab says, young man, you're up to no good, get out of here. Then King Saul told David that he was too young for battle, and of course this was no doubt to keep David safe. Then when David stood against Goliath, the giant, Goliath scoffed at David's young age. They all had one thing in common. They all looked down on David's young age. Now, the Bible doesn't say exactly what King David's age was when he fought Goliath, but he was most likely in his teens or his early 20s, as some Bible scholars suggest. He was about that age when he killed Goliath. Turns out that the seemingly good-for-nothing youngster was whom God chose to save the day. Although David's age was unimpressive, David's faith in God was very impressive. No one had faith in David, but David had faith in God. And there was the power found.